Hello, everyone. It's Nikki Batgirl D'Angelo here for another Star Citizen Addicts Anonymous. I've been promising a couple of things over the last couple of weeks, and I haven't delivered on any of them, and I do apologize. And it's mostly because, well, I'm an Apple person, and I'm used to Apple products, though I have built many computers in the past. When Star Citizen came around, I built myself a PC. I was strapped for cash, and I wound up using a lower end CPU. It's not lower end. I wound up using a AMD 9370 Vishera. It runs at 4.4 gigahertz, and it takes a lot to cool it. Well, at the time I was so strapped for cash, I bought a $50 case, and the only cooler I could fit in there was going to be a double thick radiator instead of a longer one, so I had to go with an H80i instead of the longer and more surface area H100i. And 3 times that particular device has failed for me, and it has failed yet again. It's not Corsair's fault. It is mainly my fault and nobody else's. And it's mainly because I'm probably I'm using too small a case, too small of a cooler for too powerful of a processor. So I am down. This is the last footage that I shot. I was going to shoot it again. This was my, I like to call it my dress rehearsal for my Gladius review. And that was going to be the show leading up to the one where I was going to do in the studio to announce the winner. I do have my winner for the endeavor, and that will be given out next week after everything on my PC is back together again. Of course, I record most of my games on my PC, if not all of them at this point. I think just Kerbal Space Program gets recorded on the Mac when I do it once in a blue moon. But I am way behind in getting things done at this point, and I do apologize. Nonetheless, we are here today, and today is the 30th of December. So let's talk a little bit about what's going on. So my computer failed, and it failed in a big way. The CPU cooler went, just like I said. And I could only play certain games that don't use a lot of CPU power because the cooler that's on it right now, the H80, can still cool it to about 60 degrees Celsius. But the minute I start playing anything like Armored Warfare or Star Citizen, because they're so heavy on the CPU side, I immediately shoot up to 75 degrees and the system turns off, which is a good thing. I'd rather that happen instead of going on and destroying the processor forever. So I'm waiting to be able to shoot other footage for that. But the good news is there's nothing new in Star Citizen. I mean, it's the end of the year, right? Sale's still going on, I believe, right? They have some cool merchandise up there. And Merry Christmas to you all, and to all of you a Happy New Year, because that is also what's going on. So I'm putting together a studio show to talk about the last year in Star Citizen and where we're going from here. It's more than obvious that we're going to be playing this game by the end of the year. I'm just not sure that we're going to be playing the full universe by the end of the year. And it's basically because this game has gotten bigger over the last 2.5 years I've been doing these videos. The game keeps getting bigger, which is a good thing. Not a bad thing, as some people like the idiot that has his own blog calls it like some intelligent speak or something that's like that. Smart speak, I think it's called. I believe that the game is getting bigger and better, and I think that's only better for all of us. I've played Elite Dangerous and absolutely love it, so don't think that this is going to be an Elite's better than Star Citizen or Star Citizen is better than Elite rant. It's not going to be. They're two different genres, totally. They're both space sims, but one is a really heavy duty, reliant on multiplayer interaction, and the other one is single player at this point, for the ships, that is, for running ships, and has a bigger universe. I think they both have their place in this world, and I love them both. But Star Citizen is going to be moving forward at a rather rapid rate. I think before the end of the year, most of us are going to be talking about Squadron 42 because that's what I'm waiting for, and I can't wait to see how that fleshes out over the next 11, 10, 9 months, however long it takes for them to go live. But Star Citizen is what most of you all come to my channel to know about, which, there is a difference between Squadron 42 and Star Citizen. There is the persistent universe multiplayer role-playing game versus the single-player multiplayer drop-in scripted campaign game, right? So a lot of this is going to move forward in incredible pace this year. We can see that already. The ships that they're bringing us now are all the ships that are going to be in Squadron 42, and things are going to be updated, things are going to be put out there, and we're going to have a game to play in the not too distant future. That's easy for someone like myself who's 50 to say because 11 months is the not too distant future. But for those of you that are younger, it might feel like forever. But believe me, it'll be well worth the wait. But what else is going on? What else can we expect to see? One of the most wonderful things I've seen, and something I've been able to take part in the Elite Dangerous Horizons videos that I've been putting together until my system blew up on me, is the ability to fly from space and to land on a planet. Now, Elite is doing it on vacuum planets, in other words, atmosphere-less planets. And in this particular case, Chris Roberts in the live stream for Christmas showed it happening here in Star Citizen on a planet that had an atmosphere. Now, Elite has that coming, but that's one of the things that I can't wait to see implemented in the game. In the beginning, we were told that it was going to be far off in the distant future after the game went live, but it seems that by taking on the Frankfurt office, by hiring people out of CryEngine, Cloud Imperium Games has been able to get that done. Oh God, that is just awesome. I don't know if any of you are looking forward to that as much as I am. There's something about this game, something about the having to rely on your friends and your squad mates and your organization mates that really does solidify this game as being exceptional. Oh my God, I gotta stop drinking when I do these. Exceptional in my opinion. And I really can't wait to be able to play the game with my friends, with my squad mates, with my organization mates, as soon as we're allowed to, inside of the PU, the PTU, or whatever you want to call it. And hopefully that's sooner rather than later. So while I can't bring you some of the content that I really wanted to, like this Gladius video, or like the content that I was trying to put together for the studio today, I did just want to drop you this note that I am here, I am working, and I am putting things together. I am going nuts though, and it's not with work right now because just 3.5 short hours tomorrow, and then I have the next 5 days off. I can't wait, let me tell you. It'll be the only week I have off, though, and I am working out a schedule that'll make doing my videos next semester while I'm in school a lot easier. I really don't want to turn my back on my friends, my followers, my organization mates, like I did last semester. I guess the first semester back in school is the hardest because it's the culture shock that you have to go full-time at work and full-time at school. But this semester, although I have 4 classes and they're all on campus and it's going to be a little bit longer of a day on Monday and Wednesday for me, they're easier classes. So I'll be able to get through this semester rather quickly. And one class is only 7 weeks, so I can't wait for that. Wow, that was a pretty awesome kill there, wasn't it? So I'm giving you everything that's going on in my life. So what am I looking forward to next year? Well, besides a couple of personal things that I have going on, I'm looking forward to actually being able to play with those of you that listen to this show. And I'm looking forward to actually meeting those of you that listen to the show in the game, and I can't wait for that to happen. As soon as we're allowed to create groups and go into the PU together. I'd love to get together nights on either like a midweek, a Wednesday, or maybe a Friday or Saturday night with those of you that are my most loyal listeners. I can't wait for that to happen. But honestly, there are some other things I'm waiting for too. Ever since I looked at that Sabre, I can't wait to fly it. I really can't. That thing is such a beautiful ship. And of course, the Xi'an Scout, the Cartu LAL, is one of the ships I'm waiting for the most. All right, so I gave up what mine were that I'm waiting for the most. I hope some of you will give me what yours are and what is the number one ship that is not released at this point that you guys are waiting for. And I'll go through those and pick somebody that I like. This will not be random. This will be totally subjective and not objective. And I will give away another piece of hanger flare. So only answer the question if you want hanger flare. Okay? And if you want to answer the question anyway and possibly get something else that maybe I can get Sandy or Ben to give me, you can answer also, and I'll see what kind of things they might want to throw in there. Who knows? Maybe it will be merchandise. I could only hope, right? Well, guys, I have a lot of work to do because I really do want to put together that episode tomorrow. I have a lot of this content like this that's just shot. Like I said, this is the screen test, aka the, I guess you could call this a dress rehearsal, like I said, for my Gladius review. And I will be doing this very soon. Why am I doing a Gladius review? A lot of the new people send me emails saying, what ship should I buy if I want to do combat? I don't have a lot of money. I just want to spend a little bit more on a ship than my Aurora or maybe an Avenger. And that's why I'm going to be doing this review of the Gladius. I think it is one of the best ships in the game, under $100, and probably the best ship for a starter person that just wants to spend a little bit more money. And we'll go over that in the future. All right, guys, I could talk and talk and talk and talk. There's no doubt about that. Ask anyone in my squad. Whoa, did I just burp? Well, I guess I shouldn't drink beer and do these shows. What am I drinking tonight? I'm drinking Ice House. Ugh. Yeah, I know. I could be drinking a better beer, but Ice House is okay. But I want to take the next opportunity here to say thank you to a few select groups of people. First off is thank you to the whole of you, all of you that watch, listen, and comment, and continue to subscribe to this show every single week. Thank you very much. You've made this past year very easy to do the show, where most people would complain about the time it takes. I actually love doing every episode. I want to thank you to the Enablers, the official organization of the Star Citizen Addicts Anonymous YouTube channel. Thank you all for getting together and building probably one of the best organizations that are going to be in the game. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sure every one of you is going to say that, but you know what? The guys in the Enablers are absolutely amazing. And thank you to my patrons. You are the people that actually put up a little bit of greenbacks or whatever the color of the money is in your color, in your country, and help the show to go on. And because of you, I'm able to build that studio, which I haven't been in so long, and I apologize, and please forgive me, but also to buy that camera for the studio and help me keep my system running when things like this, the bad cooler, happen. So thank you very much. For those of you that also want to become patrons, you don't have to give much. Some people give 25 cents a show. Some people give $10 a show. That's all up to you. Oh, sorry, that's not a show. That's a week. So it's anywhere from $1 a month to $40 a month. I don't ask for it. It's what you want to give. But you can go out to patreon.com/batgirl. It really does help because in Georgia, Comcast has a cap. Evil bastards, right? Well, I guess they're just trying to get ready for the inevitable end to cable TV, which I can't wait for, and the beginning of TV anytime, anywhere, any place on your own selection, your own ability. I don't know. Let's just skip that. Anyway, they have a cap of 300 gigs, so I have frequently gone to 1 terabit, so I have to pay for a business account, which costs me a lot of money, and you guys paying really does help that and for me to continue to get things to do new content with. Folks, thank you so much for watching and listening. I swear on my life, I am going to make a huge attempt to get into the studio tomorrow and shoot that show I've been promising you all. But with that said, you all be safe out there, and I'll talk to you. You know what? I'm going to put myself on the line, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.